Hi, my name is Jose Maria Vera Sanchez. When talking about the objectives, basically the objective is to show the Mayan numerical system and how it worked when the Mayans used it in their time, like making precise astronomical predictions based on the calculations they elaborated because of the system. That also was the most advanced in the time, at their time, of course, and also they used it for astronomical and calendarical record keeping. Speaking of those ones, which were very precisely, especially because of that time. Also, there is the objective of showing how this system relates to the mathematical functions that we use nowadays, and also the explanation and the backstory of this last one. Okay, so when talking about our objective, so the objective is to show the Mayan numeral system, as we all know, and how it worked when the Mayans used it in their time, like making precise astronomical predictions based on the calculations. Okay, the calculations they elaborated because of this system that also was the most advanced at that time, and also they used it for other things such as astronomical and calendarical record keep, which were very precisely, especially because in those times they didn't have that much of ways to do this record keeping, and it was pretty precise.
Hello, my name is José Manuel Senderos, and I'm going to present the history of the Mayan number. This Mayan number was invented by Mayan 2000 years ago. This have the notion of the zero that is so weird because the Mayans also have a very technical advances in that time, so it was so weird. And these have the combination of symbols that are difficult because it was a code that are composed by ray, a dot, and a character. This became more weird because the Mayans doesn't use the mathematical numbers to do mathematical equations. No, they use the mathematical numbers that they have to the days, the months, the years, and have it in the Mayan calendar. The system that they have in the mathematical numbers are be between from 0 to 20, and they get grouped. So we can say that the Mayans have a vigesimal system. So how was the order of the Mayan calendar? These have 364 days that are divided in 18 months, and they are divided in 20 days each month. At the final of the Mayan calendar, we have 5 days that are known as UF. The interesting fact that we have the Mayan system is that historians know the Mayan system as the Mayan hieroglyphics because they have very similar with the hieroglyphics that are in Egypt.
The Mayan numeral system is an easy mathematical function because there is a relation from a set of inputs leading to sets of outputs, where every input is related to exactly one output. For example, the number 1 is equivalent to 1 dot. The number 2 is equivalent to 2 dots. The numerals consisted of 3 symbols which were 0, a shell-like shape, 1 a dot, and 5 a bar. This way the additions and subtractions were way much more easier and simple. Even if they did not possess a concept of what a fraction is, they resulted in very accurate astronomical observations with no instruments other than sticks. With the definition already said, we can know that the Mayan numeral system is a perfect example of this because every shape has a value which cannot be changed.
Hi, I am Ricardo and I am going to explain you what is a mathematical function. I am going to explain you what it is because the Mayan numeral system can be defined as a mathematical function. Well, a mathematical function is an expression, rule, or law that defines a relationship between two variables, the dependent variable and the independent variable. These kind of functions are used everywhere in mathematics, and also they are used in some physical relationship in science. The relationship between variables is usually represented as y is equal to fx, But this is not the only form to abbreviate the symbols. You can use also other symbols such as the G and the P. These symbols are often used to represent functions of the independent variable, that is the x. These symbols are also frequently used when the nature of the function is unknown or is unspecified.
Hello, I am Diego, and I will talk about the rules of the Mayan number system. The Mayan, as well as other Mesoamerican cultures, use a numeration system known as a bigesimal numeration system that is based on a total of 20 digits for each number. As well as the modern system, everyone nowadays uses it. It is positional, meaning that the position of the numeric symbol indicates its place value. It's considered that it was originally developed from counting using fingers and toes. The numerals consisted of only 3 symbols to represent them. 0 represented as a shell, 1 shown as a dot, and 5 illustrated as an horizontal bar. By the application of addition and subtraction, it is a relatively simple matter of adding up dots and bars, unlike our system where one places stars from right and then moves to the left. The Mayan system places the ones of the bottom of a vertical orientation and moves up as the place value increases. After getting to the number 19, larger numbers must be written in a kind of vertical place, above the digit bigger than 19. Value format using powers of 1, 20, 400, 8000, 160,000, etc. Although in their calendar calculations, they gave the third position a value of 360 instead of 400.
Now for the activity, you will see on the screen a link to Nearpod. In this link, you will see a video which will have some questions. You will need to answer these questions in order to see how much you have learned of